everybody. We're joined by Dr. Wendy Zhu from Dental
Hello.
Associates. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. It's a busy time of year. We are going into the holiday season.
I'm very excited.
I know, right? And it's like
my favorite time of year.
Everybody's. And it's a different kind of year this year because we're actually going to be able to enjoy the holidays a little bit more than we have in the recent past. I know families are really excited about that. But of course, we know that in the holiday season, there's a shakeup in our schedules. We have more sugar probably coming our way. So as a dentist, what are some of the tips that you might have when it comes to making sure that we aren't neglecting our dental care this holiday season, especially for families with kids?
Yes, especially with the kids. The things I tend to steer away from are the sticky candies, dried fruits, anything that might like stick to the backs of your teeth, or things that like take a long time to dissolve, like candy canes, things like that just can really wear away at your teeth. But if your child is a big fan of dried fruit, I would say have a little bit. You don't have to say no completely, but then we do want to bring in our habits really well. So we do want to make sure we're not going to bed exhausted without brushing and flossing. We just kind of have to be on top of our healthy habits.
So if we do have the kid sucking on the candy cane and turning it into the little candy spear, probably a good idea to just have them brush their teeth right away when that's done.
Yes, or have a lot of water. So drink lots of water while you're, so that acts as a good buffer. Some say you don't want to be brushing right away because when you have a lot of sugar, it tends to create an acidic environment and you don't want to be too abrasive when you're brushing. So after 20-30 minutes, then that's a good time to brush and floss and get things clean again.
What about for kids with braces? Are there specific... Are there specific things that are just like around in the holiday season that they should just straight up like, no, bro, this isn't the time?
I feel like with braces, a lot of foods are going to get stuck between your teeth, like anything meaty will. So you just have to spend extra time and extra care getting rid of the food that gets stuck. And I think caramels might really get squished in between the brackets too. So caramels is going to be bad for your brackets and for your teeth.
Good to know. Okay. So moderation, avoiding those very high sugar things that are hanging out in the mouth for a long time, like candy canes, and then anything sticky like those dried fruits and caramels. That can really
like gummies, caramels.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
Good news for chocolate lovers like me.
And you know, families are always, you know, wondering about, they have a lot of questions when it comes to getting their kids into the dentist, whether it's when do I bring my child to the dentist for the first time? Is it when teeth just show up? Is it later? But regardless of all of that, there's always kind of some nerves. There's a little bit of apprehension with kids of all ages when it comes to visiting the dentist. Do you have any tips for parents when it comes to kind of calming those nerves and making those visits to the dentist a more positive experience?
Yes. Well, the official recommendation for a first visit is by the time the teeth first starting to come in, which is around 6 months of age, which is very young. But we welcome kids of all ages. You know, some are more nervous than others, so they might not be comfortable bringing in their child right away. But we always try to make the first visit short and sweet, very simple, nothing traumatic. So we try to make it fun and very quick and easy for them. And it's mostly just kind of a learning experience, trying to get them used to the environment, answering questions. What the parent can do at home, if the child is able to understand, is you can kind of play pretend dentist at home just to kind of see what it's all about. I know there's some fun like TV shows that parents like to watch, like I think Daniel Tiger has a dental visit episode.
That tracks. That sounds about right.
It's something that might familiarize the child to what even is the dentist.
Great. Yeah, that's really helpful. And Daniel Tiger has an episode for everything. So I have a teenager, a tween, and then a older elementary school kid now. And we are still battling when it comes to brushing and flossing our teeth every day. You would think that after a decade of this, that the routine would have stuck.
You know, it's not age dependent. Even I get lazy sometimes. I try my best to floss every night, but you know, when you stay up too late, you're really tired and no one's there to remind me. So if you are available, just check in on them. Just make sure they're doing the right thing.
Any other like hacks or tips or like that you can recommend to parents when they're trying to establish that routine at home for dental care?
The first tip is don't get out of the habit because it's very hard to get back into the habit. And what I like to tell the kids, this is something the dentist told me when I was little to get on track with flossing, is floss first at night and then brush. So it works twofold. Yep, it loosens up all the food that's stuck. So then you're brushing away the food that was stuck. And it also gets the habit out of the way first. So your flossing is done, then you can brush and go to bed. So I'm more likely to floss if I get it out of the way first before brushing.
That's brilliant. I've never heard that.
A lot of people don't know about that, but it works really well for me.
One thing that has really helped with my kids is they would rush through brushing really fast. So that when I picked up the electric toothbrushes that have the 2-minute timer where it just turns off automatically, that
works really well.
Game changer.
Yep. So that helps a lot because kids don't always realize that 2 minutes is longer than they want it to be. So if you don't have a timer or an electric toothbrush like that, put on a 2-minute song or their favorite 2-minute YouTube video and make sure they're brushing through it and they can't stop till it's done.
Zhu, how can people get in touch with you? Where is your dental practice located, and how can folks go ahead and make an appointment with you?
Yeah, so I'm at the Dental Associates on Miller Parkway, so it's near the ballpark on that same street. So we're here all of the days of the week, sometimes even on the weekend. So anytime you need, I'll be here.
Awesome. Thanks so much for taking the time today to talk to us.
And thank you.